Nebbi district has the highest number of teenage pregnancies and child mothers registered between October and December 2021 with over 9,000 cases. The situation has been worsened by sexual abuse, religious cultural beliefs that promote early marriages in the district, ignoring defilement. The district escalating prevalence of early pregnancy and adolescent motherhood prevalence stands at 28%, much higher than the national level of 25%.
Before the advent of Corona, we were having 26%. When Corona came in, it was 28%. It simply augmented the situation. So it means it was still a high percentage, and there are very many factors. You find that these traditional norms and practices which encourage, for example, teenage pregnancy, dowry taking, traditional dances at night, night markets.
According to the acting district health officer Nebbi, Dr. Justin Okwairoth, 750 visited antenatal care facilities with over 900 child mothers' deliveries, of which 17% were under cesarean section, which is high.
So, cesarean section, one of the indications is obstructed labor, which is more common in young girls because the pelvis is inadequate and the babies cannot pass through, the labor get complicated and the mothers have to be operated. We have also seen scenarios where these mothers are poorly supported. You have been impregnated by a fellow child who does not have the financial capacity, then the mothers start laboring at home, getting complication, the delays along the way. We have seen scenario where even mothers have died because of complication.
The Director of Programs, MEMPROW Uganda, Sarah Nakame, says research attributes it to inadequate education, low socio-economic status, cultural beliefs, and parent neglect, among others.
As we all know that education is a universal right for every girl, for every child. So let's do away with all these socio-cultural norms that inhibit girls' right to education, and let's create a platform for them to be in school, for them to enjoy the right of education, and for them to be better people for themselves but also for the nation.
As per the intervention, mentoring and empowerment program for young women, MEMPROW organized advocacy work to sensitize communities on the value of embracing a girl-child education and counseling of young girls to make right choices while in school. Immaculate Mukasa is the Executive Director, MEMPROW Uganda.
So we thought that it's very important that we mobilize our stakeholders, we mobilize the children, we mobilize the parents, the leaders together to do this advocacy work, so that we encourage many parents to return their children to school as one of the ways that will help our nation develop.
Talk with the different stakeholders, with parents, with the district health team, with the police, with religious leaders, with teachers, to see how we can together create an environment where girls can be supported, first of all to be in school, and then to complete school, and to have a vision for their future.
And if you don't do this now, many of the girls will stay at home. Those who have become pregnant, they will not be able to look after their kids. They will not be in position to take back their children to school when they grow up. So we are looking at it now.
We need to join hands, everybody. The psychological bit must be to the parents, to the children, and also the teachers, so that we know how to handle this girl child. And these ones who have fallen off because of pregnancy, that is not the end.
Nebbi District Woman Member of Parliament Agnes Asibu, the Chief Worker, applauds MEMPROW Uganda for supporting a girl-child education in WestNile region. According to Agnes Asibu, the area female legislator, many defilement cases remain unreported in some communities, which resulted into home courts. However, she holds the perception that the victims need urgent physiological rehabilitation.
Authorities have taken it upon themselves, like the LCs, to handle defilement cases. which is not allowed. That is a criminal case which should be handled by police. So the law remains, those are criminal cases which should be handled by police cases. So in all, we can, at our district here, we can say anybody who is handling such cases and yet the law does not allow them to handle should be dealt with, as simple as that. And sometimes we find even the parents compromising so that they handle it locally. The only thing, we are to collect such categories and we dump them so that it serves a lesson to every parent or any lower authority who is trying to handle such cases.
District Police Commander Nebbi Francis Kidega cautioned parents of their consequences if found to be harboring defilement cases outside the provisions of the law. However, Emokol Onyang, the Deputy Resident District Commissioner, says measures have been intensified with stakeholders to reduce the escalation of the cases.
In the event that anything happens, defilement and what, we are trying to look at the parent of the child, and if anything is settled outside the courts of law, we bring all the parents on book for abating defilement. We have done this now twice. One of them was in Kuchwin, where we have got when the parents negotiated, and then they decided to settle it outside police. When we got it, we had to have the parents arrested. Both parents arrested, and plus the LC who was involved, and then those policemen who are also involved, because it was done at police station there. So we are trying to condemn it, and we are trying to see that everything should be done to maintain the girl child at school. Now, the next, we are trying to move in their schools and in communities, sensitizing the parents. In case we find the child who is supposed to go to school, and you, the parent, you're holding that child at home, we shall arrest you and come and ask, make a statement. Why? Why are you keeping this child at home, yet the school is open and we have UPE schools? So you can't even say that it is lack of money. No.
School-going girl children in West Nile believe that education is the best option to empower a girl child because learning will impact prospective skills and knowledge to transform communities.
So, I'm in school. I want to study, build my target of being a lawyer. I want to be who I am. My goal is to become the third woman pilot in Uganda. That's why I'm studying.
In my future, I want to become a doctor.
Because we can't just be called women without going to school. We need that target. We need to make it. I want all my friends who are out there not in school, I advise all of them to be in school by now.
In unison, Nebbi district authorities during the Advocacy Walk campaign commend mentoring and empowerment program for young women for championing education of a girl child in the region. Mentoring and Empowerment Program for Young Women MEMPROW Uganda, a feminist organization which aims at developing capacity of young women for leadership and advocacy, critical gender analysis in local communities and institutions of learning, calls for collective efforts from stakeholders at all levels to ultimately empower the girl-child education to diminish teenage pregnancies and child mothers.